we have just who would have thought that I'd have the ability to film such a beautiful car like this. You guys know what it is. It's a Cayman GTS 2018. It's just amazing in chalk, my favorite color, black wheels. How can you beat that? It's a beautiful sunny day here in Slidell, Louisiana. A little bit far out, but had to come check this car out. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous spec Cayman GTS. I think it's best that we give you guys a walk around of this car. This is, like I said, the 2018 Cayman GTS. This car is a driver's car. Yes, it still has a PDK transmission, but it's very driver oriented. Shifts are instant, like a Porsche, like a PDK. PDK is the best transmission, double clutch transmission in the market. This thing is spec'd out exactly how anyone would like it. It has the matte black. I don't know if they're matte black, but it's like, I don't know, it's in between gloss and matte. Beautiful color. Of course, gotta have the Michelin rubber on there. Red steel brakes. Would not go with the carbon ceramics on this car because it is driven on the street. Black PDLS lights, Porsche badge, the real badge, not the sticker. This is the facelift model. I don't know, you guys tell me. I think it looks much better than the previous gen. Might just be a personal opinion, but I don't know. I'm down for whatever Porsche is down for, really. I mean, I think all of their new stuff, just like the 992, is beautiful. All the new styling, absolutely loving it. I'm gonna go on and hop in so I can give you guys a closer look at this Cayman GTS interior. You all have no clue how this is right now. Leather everywhere, leather on the dash, leather on the steering wheel, leather contrast on these seats, 18-way adjustable seats. Like, that's an option right there. Guards red tack, black sport chrono clock, like leather here, carbon. All right, I didn't even talk about the carbon fiber. Carbon fiber everywhere. Alcantara, like galore. Alcantara on the roof. It's just crazy. Why not go for a drive? Got the keys to this beast right here. Gonna put them over here for a minute. And let's just start this thing up. Let's go. We are now driving the Cayman GTS. Who would have thought I would have this opportunity to do this? Thank you so much to the owner of this car. It's an absolute dream. Like, coming from the Golf R into this, yes, it's a bit similar, not so much quality. The transmission, the steering, it's just, German cars are just the way to go. But this car, it takes driving to a whole nother level. The steering accuracy, the front end on this car is just so planted, and it's breathtaking. All of the leather and Alcantara, like even the AC vents, like they just look the part, and that's what separates Porsche from every other manufacturer. Is they put all this effort into each and every detail, and that's why people go Porsche, because they want the quality, they want the experience. That's what you're paying for. You guys may be wondering, how much power does the 718 Cayman GTS make? Well, all of the power, 365 horsepower, is produced from a 2.5 liter flat 4 turbocharged boxer motor. Porsche is known for their boxer engines. Actually, my old Scion FRS had a 2 liter flat 4. Kind of had that raspy tone to it, but let's forget about that. Nothing compared to this car. We got a nice little stretch of road right here. This is called Fort Pike, as you heard before, I stated. It's got some nice long sweeping turns, mainly straights, but the pavement is pretty smooth so far. Just first impressions, of course, but I don't know, we can go ahead and pop it into manual right now. We're still in normal mode, but you don't even have to be in sport mode to have like a sporty drive and quick shifts. This car is phenomenal in each mode. Each mode has its own like benefits and whatnot. Just being in normal, the throttle response is, I mean, near instant. But then if we go into sport right here, it just changes the exhaust note. You get the burbles when you let off the accelerator, which sounds crazy good. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that, but on the downshift, third, it's got a little burble to it. Now, you could put an exhaust on this and make it sound crazy and loud and all that, but I feel like that's not what a Porsche is about. A Porsche is about having the little details, like you hear that as a driver. Maybe your passenger might not, but it's supposed to be really just subtle, and it's a gentleman's car, but it's also a track beast and it has emotion. It's just, I don't know how to put it, but it's just a perfect blend of features that you'd want in a car. Now, I do want to try and go back into normal, just so I can kind of let you guys know how the different modes feel. Now, yes, the suspension won't stiffen in normal, but say we want everything else in normal. We want the transmission in normal. We want the steering feel, the throttle response in normal. But we still want to have that handling characteristic of Sport or Sport Plus. We could just click this button right here. Oops, I already had it on. Click it, and now we're stiff, but we also have the relaxing features of the steering and the throttle response. But if you're in normal, you might want to just keep it off and relax. It's a beautiful day outside. Nobody would complain driving this car normal. I mean, you could just, it's got speakers as well. That's what everyone likes about Porsche. It's not just one way or the other. It has the luxury features to it as well. But none of that nonsense. Let's actually go into Sport Plus just to see how that feels. Immediately downshifts, even to a lower gear than Sport does. Throttle response, even more sharp than Sport. Go back into Sport. I feel like Sport Plus is a little bit too aggressive for the road. It downshifts a gear lower than Sport does, and I thought Sport actually downshifted plenty enough gears. Kind of just looking around this interior, I mean, other than the sporty features, we have dual climate control, a beautiful new LCD by Porsche that came out for the 718s, the non-N1.2 generation cars, 911s, Macans. The Macan's a little bit different. I actually prefer the smaller screen. It's a bit more me. Let's see. We got heated windshield, recycling, AC, your basic stuff, rear defrost, all that good stuff. But oh, so the exhaust button. I actually have it on right now, but we could turn it off and go back into normal, and it's just your typical Cayman. But when you want to open it back up, suspension and stiff, exhaust on, Sport, it's just a beast once again. We're starting to approach some more twisties where we can actually get on it. Third, fourth, fifth. Look, it's not crazy fast in a straight line, but that's not what I want. I want the handling and I want the precision. Like, it just cuts like a knife, like wherever you put it. The paddles especially, I have it in manual right now. They just feel so stout and well built. Like, you feel like you could just like hang from one of these. That's how, like, it's unbelievable. I can't even put it into words right now. I'm kind of blown away, as you guys can tell, but I'm gonna keep my composure and actually let you guys know how this car is. I haven't spoken much lately about what car I'm gonna get. You guys remember I spoke about the Cayman GTS, but when I spoke about the Cayman GTS, I was referring to the previous generation Cayman GTS with the flat 6. I used to love that sound, but I don't know, this car sounds amazing as well. When it goes up top around 5,000, 7,000 RPMs, it sounds almost like a flat six, which, I mean, you're gonna keep it up high, so you don't need to worry about too much below that. But oh, we got a Ford coming up behind us. We can't let him do that. Let's go. So this car, compared to the M3 and the Joya Quadrifoglio and the C63S, this car is more of a driver's car. It's not going to give you all that crazy amount of torque and horsepower like the other three contenders in my list would. But I don't know. I mean, it wasn't one of my top three, discussing it back in a couple of videos, but now, I don't know. I've always been a driver-oriented person. I like the handling over the power. I like the brakes over, you know, I don't know. Porsches just, I feel like they suit me, and maybe the power, a bunch of power would be fun, but I don't know, for a weekend car, this could also be fun. I mean, going to some nice B roads and just tearing up like canyons, like if I decide to move, that'd be a great weekend car. But I don't know, do I want straight line power and drama, or do I want content, handling, and precision? Now, yes, I'm saying that, well, I'm making it seem like this car doesn't have a lot of power. This car has a lot of power, don't get me wrong, but when I compare it to the other three contenders, I'm just meaning this is usable power on the road. You can use this power on a daily basis. What actually might be something like this. That just puts a smile, like a huge smile on my face, as you can tell. But back to what I was saying, this car is usable, and that's, I don't know, it could be better for a weekend car, considering that it's not always going to be on the track. I can actually enjoy its potential on a daily basis, rather than having all this power and not being able to control it. I don't know, something to think about. This experience is by far, like easily by far, the best like day I've had. Like, that's the truth. Like, I've never been able to, like, I just feel so honored to be able to drive this car, and like, it just, I can't even talk about it. Once again, thank you so much to the owner of this vehicle. It's an absolute pleasure to be able to drive cars like this. Just, I'm speechless. Anyways, make sure to subscribe. We are going to have more videos like this, tear up some B roads and some nice German cars as I like it, you know that. Throw a thumbs up, drop a comment below, and let me know if you like the new 2.5 liter flat 4 sound or the previous generation flat 6 sound from the Cayman GTS. Anyways, peace out till next time.